missing? Where is Ezell go? To the bathroom? Ours?
We late.
That's no problem. I appreciate y'all anyway.
You get around, flowers for you win. When I had an action about it, you didn't know yet. Then you kind of found out like 2 weeks. And then I was like, oh, I'm using Thursday and Bible study and everything.
I didn't know if I was going to even be going down because of the job and everything. So I'm like, yo,
right.
Y'all don't give me anything off. I'm definitely
taking it. That's right. That's what you got to do with this job. They'll play you.
Yeah, they tried.
They tried to play you?
Yeah, they did. Not really. I ain't gonna say they really did try to play me. I just didn't. I'm not in there long enough yet to really, have the correct amount of days to have off for a funeral.
Okay. So you don't get bereavement? Oh, you hadn't?
No, it's gonna be 90 days.
How long you been there?
About 2 months, so about 6 or something.
Y'all come on up front.
But I'm not tripping. I told them though, like, hey, y'all don't give me this day. Just have to call off on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What we missing, AZ? All right. So how was y'all week? How was your week? So? Just okay? Just okay? What made it just okay? Nothing? It was just regular? Regular is good. You ever watch this show called Mixed-ish? No? You kind of wear your hair like the girl on that show. Yeah. The way that Ollie got her hair. Huh? What, Mixed-ish? It's like a family show. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a family show. Turn the light off in there, AZ. I watch Blackish. It's a family show too. It's a family show. It's not like, not like bad language or bad content. It's actually pretty good content on Blackish. They have one episode where they discuss like Juneteenth. Y'all know what Juneteenth is? Juneteenth. Teenth, like 17th, 18th. Juneteenth. You don't know Juneteenth? That's, yeah. Leave it at like, yeah, so just saying, leave it on about 60, 65, something like that. Ty, I can't see your face. Do you know what Juneteenth is? Huh? Your birthday is next Saturday? Yeah? You excited? But see, that's the thing. Juneteenth is what's like, they consider it to be like Black Independence Day, right? It's the 4th of July, or, basically when slavery was ended officially, legally. We should know these kind of things, right? But anyhow, how was your week? Yeah? How'd you enjoy the open house? Just okay? No? You want to go to Cass? Okay. What about you, Ezell? How was your week? Huh? You said, how was it? It was good? Just good? What about you, Terriana? How was your week? Huh? You took 2 tests? Yeah? How'd you do? Huh? The question is, Shalom. The question is, how do you think you did? You got 2 A's? So you aced both of them, huh? Well, that's a good thing. Ty, how was your week? Huh? Good? What made it good? You haven't had homework? So let me ask you this. I'm going to ask all of y'all this question. If you could change something about your week, what would you change? If there was any one thing that you could change that would have made your week a better week, what would it be? Huh? If your birthday would have came a week early? What about you? So basically, if you had been doing better in school, your mom wouldn't have woken you up at 2 o'clock in the morning about your grades. Oh, it's always the teacher's fault. It's always you sound like Talea. You sound like Talea. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Terriana, what's the one thing you would change about your week?
My teacher wasn't there.
That you wish she was there or she wasn't? You wish she wasn't there? Why?
So we won't get no homework.
Is it? That's it? That would have made your week a better week?
Yes, sir.
Well, Ty didn't have any homework. So, would you change anything about your week? You said you had a good week.
Third grade.
Huh?
We just split it up.
Split it up? What you mean?
My teacher wasn't there for 3 days.
Oh, your teacher wasn't there for 3 days. Oh. Okay. Well, let me ask y'all some biblical questions. Can y'all name any kings of Israel? Can you say what? Just anyone. If you got anyone, can you name one? Solomon is one. David is two. David was Solomon's father. Anything else? Ty, you know any kings that were king over Israel? Huh? No? What about you, Azzy? Who? James? King James? No, I'm afraid not, sir. I'm afraid not. What's up, brother? Huh? Are we recording? Yeah, we're recording right now. No one can see your face. What about it? So we got David and we got Solomon. Who was David to Solomon? His dad, right? Okay. So check this out. Solomon was David's son. What about any prophets? You know any prophets? You know what's prophets? Were the men in charge of delivering the message of the Most High to the people. David was not a prophet; he was the king. Moses was technically, yeah. Anybody else? Can you get coffee? I cannot make that call. You would have to ask one of your parents. If you were my daughter, I would deny you coffee. So Matthew was an apostle. He was not a prophet. Anybody else? Samuel was a prophet. Anybody else? One of them with an eye? I bet you they all had eyes. Isaiah? Who'd you say? Job? I don't think, no. I don't think you would classify Job, but I don't think you would classify as a prophet. So, we're going to learn a little bit about the prophet Elijah. So, one of the prophets named Elijah. Thank you. So, it says that, I'm going to read from this children's Bible because I like the content and it's easy for y'all to follow. I don't want to overwhelm y'all with jumping around, but I want you to just learn and be familiar with the prophet. So, it says that King Saul, who was the very first king in Israel, King David, who was after him, and then King Solomon, who was after him, they had each ruled over Israel. Y'all remember that? Were any of you paying attention to the lesson from last week when we talked about King Solomon? When I taught about King Solomon? A little bit. What was Solomon known for? Okay. But just knowing, you don't know anything about Solomon, what he was known for, what he's famous for. Wisdom, right? He was supposed to be the wisest man. He had wisdom. But anyhow, it says King Saul, King David, and King Solomon had each ruled over the kingdom of Israel. But when King Solomon died, 2 different men wanted to be the new king. So Israel was split into 2 parts, the north and the south. The northern part was called Israel, and the southern part, where Jerusalem was called Judah. And each had its own king. Y'all paying attention? Thailand. Yeah, come up front. I didn't get no scripture. Come here, I'll show you.
The eastern side is Judah, right?
Huh?
The western side is Israel.
No, I'm gonna read it again. I'm gonna read it again for you. Come on up front. Sit next to Ali, so I can see your face. Come on. Do you know how to navigate through that Bible? Yeah. So you know where the book of 1 Kings is? So we in 1 Kings, and we're gonna read it basically. But I'm reading from a different Bible. This is the Children's Bible, but it's basically 1 Kings chapter 12. But it says that the Israel was split into 2 parts. What was it, Ari? What are the 2 parts? The north and the north and the south, right? So the north had its own king, and the south had its own king. And the northern part was called what? Israel. And the southern part was called what? Judah. Good. So it says, and some of the kings followed the Most High's laws and treated people fairly, and others did not. In the kingdom of Israel, a king named Ahab once ruled. He said it was all right for people to worship other gods. Did that sound right to y'all? No? What does it mean to worship other gods? Not what is it called, but what does it mean? To follow after them? Because the commandment says what? You will have no other before the Most High. We will not bow down to them. We will not worship them. Right? Right? So this king Ahab, who was king over Israel, which was which kingdom? The north or the south? The northern kingdom was called Israel, and the south was called Judah. Good. So King Ahab said it was okay for people to worship other gods. Some people still prayed to Yah, but many also prayed to statues made of wood and metal, and they called them gods too. So if you got a statue and it's made of wood or stone or metal, or what is that called? It's a what? Say it again. Idolatry. So that object would be called an idol, right? So if they prayed to the Most High, but also prayed to these statues, they were committing what's called idolatry, right? It says one of the false gods was Baal. Baal means Lord. That's where they translate the word Lord. It means like Lord or master, right? But it says people believe that Baal caused the sun to shine and the rain to fall. King Ahab built a temple for Baal in the capital city of Samaria. So if they believe that Baal caused the sun to shine and caused it to rain, right? So what do you think the people did when the crops dried up and there was no rain? What do you think they did? They did what? They would have prayed to Baal, right? Because you want it to rain so your crops can grow. So they would have prayed to Baal rather than praying to the Most High, which, yeah, that's one of the big reasons. So it says that this made Yah very angry, and he sent his prophet. Who remember the prophet name? Elijah. he sent his prophet Elijah to go see King Ahab. Elijah said to King Ahab, "So you believe in Baal? I am the servant of Yah, the Elohim of Israel. I tell you that it won't rain until I say so. There won't even be any dew on the ground." Right? So that's just what Ari just said, right? That's what it caused the famine. If the rain don't come, then naturally you're gonna have famine in the land. You know, if anybody know what famine means? No? Huh? Earthquakes? No. You know what a famine is? You know what a famine is? No. Famine means when there's a scarcity of food, meaning there's no food, right? So if it don't rain, because plants need what to grow? Water and sun, right? So if there's no rain, the plants won't grow and they'll die. And if that's the main reason, the main way that people were able to eat food was they had to grow their own food. So if it didn't rain, the plants didn't grow, that means there was no food, right? That's naturally, it's a famine because there's no food. So it says, Elijah told Ahab that there won't be any rain until I say so. There won't be any dew on the ground. And there was no rain that day. And when there was no rain that month or in the months after. But Elohim took care of Elijah. He told him to go to a secret place across the river Jordan. And ravens sent by Elohim brought him bread and meat twice a day. Water flowed in the creek for Elijah to drink. After a while, all the rivers and the creeks dried up in Samaria, and no rain came to fill them. It says, for 3 years, no rain came. And all this time, Elohim took care of Elijah. Then Elohim said to him, "Go and see King Ahab again, and I will soon make it rain." But when the king saw Elijah, he shouted, "There you are, and the biggest troublemaker in Israel." "No," Elijah said, "you're the troublemaker. You're not supposed to worship Baal. This is against Yahuwah's commandments." Elijah told King Ahab he would prove that the Elohim of Israel was the one and true Elohim. So he told the king to call together all the prophets of Baal and meet him atop of Mount Carmel. Soon a crowd came to see what was going on, and Elijah said to the people, "You cannot have it both ways. If Yahuwah is Elohim, worship him. But if Baal is Elohim, worship him." And he told the prophets of Baal to build an altar and put wood on it. So Elijah's, what he was going to do was he was going to prove to everybody who the one true Elohim was, right? So he got all the people that worship Baal and was supposed to be speaking to him, gathered them around and told them to build an altar and put wood on it. So do y'all know what the altar is for? Not worship, but what they did was they sacrificed animals on it. That's what the wood is for to burn an offering. They would kill an offering and burn it on the wood, on the altar, right? So it says that he told them to build an altar and he would do the same. And Baal's prophets would pray to Baal, and I will pray to Yah. Elijah told the people, the one who answers by starting a fire on the altar is the true Elohim. Baal's prophets went first. They built their altar and danced around it, and they shouted and prayed, but no fire came. Elijah said, "Maybe he's daydreaming. Maybe he's on a trip. Maybe he's asleep." And the prophets shouted louder, but Baal did not wake up. So when they were praying to get the fire to light, it didn't happen. Why didn't it happen? Because what? Say it again. Say it louder so I can hear you. I see your lips moving, but I don't hear no words. What'd you say? Yeah, you. Because he don't exist. Right? So it says, then it was Elijah's turn. And he built an altar with 12 stones and placed wood on it. Then he dug a ditch around the altar, and he told the people to pour buckets of water over the altar and make it good and wet. and water filled the ditch. So what was the point of him having them put water on the altar? Say again. What do you think? Think about it. Why would he tell them if he wanted to? So what does water do to fire? It'll put it out, right? So why would he want water on an altar that he wanted to light on fire? Huh? Right? What you gonna say, Az? Cause he what? No. Not cause this had nothing to do with rain. What they were praying for was that whoever was the one and true God, that the altar would light on fire. So if he wanted the altar to light on fire, why would he want to wet it up? Wouldn't that stop it from lighting on fire? What do you think? Exactly. Because if they threw water on it, they know Elijah didn't play a trick. They know he didn't light it himself, but the Most High actually lit the fire, because he was the only one who could do it if it was all wet up, right? All right, so it says Elijah was ready, and he prayed to Yah, please answer me, so these people will know that you are the one true Elohim, and their hearts will turn back to you. At that, Elijah's altar burst into flames, and the fire burnt the wet wood and the stones, and it burnt the ground under the altar and dried up every drop of water in the ditch. And the people all bowed down and cried, Yahuwah is Elohim, Yahuwah is Elohim. A few minutes later, guess what happened? Right? It says a few minutes later, the sky filled with clouds, the wind blew, and the rain began to pour down. So if it didn't rain for 3 years, then all of a sudden it rained. Why? Go ahead. Why do you think it rained? After 3 years. After everything that we just heard happen, why do you think it rained finally? That's right. Because the people turned their hearts back to Yah, right? Right? So, let me ask you this. You got friends and cousins and other relatives that don't believe the way that you believe, right? And they may believe something different, or they do different things and celebrate holidays. And what holiday just passed? That everybody in school was all excited about it, weren't they? Did they wear costumes in school? No? Yeah, your school they did? Yeah. And what were you thinking when you saw these people in their costumes and all excited about, why would kids get excited about Halloween? Because it's what? And kids love candy, right? So did y'all get excited? You? Terriana? Did you get excited? Tell the truth. A little bit. You can tell the truth. Don't be ashamed. What were you excited about? The candy, right? So the costumes don't do anything for you? Huh? No? So, but the candy is exciting. So why not just ask for candy? What's the big deal about dressing up and going to some stranger's door and asking for candy? Like, why is that exciting when you got parents so you can just say, hey, can I get some candy? Because parents don't let you have candy. Yeah. But when you get all that candy, if you get all that candy for Halloween, you think they'll let you just eat it all? No, they still don't. So what's the difference? Right? So what's the difference? Why not just ask your parents? But the point being is that people, your friends, relatives, or whomever, when they celebrate these different holidays and that kind of thing, what are they proving? They what? They don't believe. Which is completely different than what we believe, right? So Just like in the story we just read. If they don't believe in Yah, then they believe in somebody else, right? Which is called what? Idolatry. Easy, right? Is this a good thing or a bad thing? Bad thing? So what do you do? What did you guys do? How do you do to handle that kind of situation? Say again? The situation where, like, you got your friends all excited about, your classmates all excited about Halloween and getting involved in that, and then they're like, you're not dressing up? Like, do it make you feel like an eyeball? It make you feel like an eyeball, AZ? Why? Because they know already? They try to make fun of you for that stuff? What about you? Your friends know? They know? They keep forgetting? You got to remind them? When you remind them, when they say, what you going to be for Halloween? What you say? You what? You got the what? What'd he say? You got the eyeball. But it don't make you feel bad? Are you I guess, are you proud of what you believe in? Not proud, but does it make you feel better about what you believe in as opposed to what they believe in? How does it make you feel? Bad? Why? Speak up. Because people what? No, but what I'm asking is, how do it make you feel when your friends are all doing this and you do something different? Do it make you feel weird or? Yeah? Why? Huh? You don't know? Okay, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. So what else is going on? Huh? Yeah, that's coming up, right? Yeah. And everybody asks you, what you getting for Christmas? What you gonna ask Santa Claus for? Do anybody at this age still believe in Santa Claus? No? There's 2 girls that still believe in him? Yeah. Because their parents still lie to them. But you know better than that, right? Okay. Because you see the price tags? So you know that somebody bought that? Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? But y'all know that's coming up, right? So y'all got to get prepared. Yeah, we got to get prepared. We'll talk about it some more later. What's that? What'd you say? That's good. All right. Good answer, Ari. Good answer. Okay. So I guess we gotta end class like we always end class, right? How do y'all normally end class? Huh? You say it like that? You say it like that, Ali? How you say it? On the count of 3? On the count of 3? On the count of 3? You got 3 of them? Why 3? Because the first one is weak, and the second one is a little better, and the third one is really loud. So how about we just be really loud on the first one? How's that? Count of 3? No? Y'all want to do 3? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that was so weak. That was super weak. 1, 2, 3. That was a little better, but still kind of weak. 1, 2, 3. I did that on purpose. Y'all did that on purpose. All right, we'll pick it up next week, y'all.
Right.